What's up? This is Jad T. Jones from howtogetagirlfriend.org, and today we're going to be talking about nightclubs. If you're a guy who likes to go to nightclubs and you've been going to nightclubs, you have probably come to the realization that it's not as easy as you thought it was. Girls are distracted, there's loud music, there's other guys, women are in groups, etc., 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 and sometimes women just flat out ignore you, or they reject you harshly, or they're rude to you, or they simply don't give you the respect that you were expecting. So this is what I've been telling to guys these days, and this is something I realized back in the day when I used to go out to nightclubs a lot, like sometimes 3 or 4 times a week. The nightclub is not real life. Do not take anything seriously that happens to you in the nightclub. The response women give to you in the nightclub is not personal, and many times it's not a reflection of who you are or your general attractiveness as a man. Let me break it down for you. Girls go to the nightclub for several reasons, and it's not always the most honest reason. A lot of girls go to nightclubs to get an ego boost. Maybe she just broke up with her boyfriend. Maybe she's not feeling attractive. Maybe whatever. She thinks she got a little fat and she wants an ego boost, whatever. Girls will go up, dress in their mini skirts or their booty shorts and do their hair and their eyes and their makeup and everything and go to the nightclub without any intention of picking up or hooking up with anyone, with the simple intention of cock teasing guys, of getting an ego boost from lots of guys. So you need to understand that a lot of these girls are there not to meet somebody, not to have a genuine interaction with you, but simply for you to go and give them an ego boost. So there's that. Then there's a whole other area you need to look at. Okay, so when a girl goes to a club, number one, she's with her friends. So because she's with her friends, women are very affected by what their friends think of them. So a woman, even if she's horny and wants to get laid, or she really wants a boyfriend, well, she doesn't want her friends to think she's easy. So when you're walking up to a girl and she knows that her friends can see you interacting with her, maybe she's going to act a little stuck up, a little snooty, a little snobby, because she doesn't want to look too easy, not for you, but because she's afraid her friends will judge her for, oh, you're meeting a guy in a nightclub, blah, blah, blah. So her friends are influencing her behavior, which again is affecting your interaction between you and her. It's not going to be as genuine as if you met her in the daytime. Okay? Another thing is this girl might be on some kind of drugs, or she might be drunk, or both. Now, here's what happens with women when there's loud music and smoke and drinking and drugs. Women are creatures of the moment. They get swept up in the environment they're in, especially when there's music. Music touches a woman's soul. You can control a woman with, it's not that you can control a woman with music, but the DJ does control the tempo of the women with music. That's why women very often are crazy attracted to DJs. It's because he's playing music. He's like playing the strings of their emotions. So they get they get really into him. Side hint, if you want to get a lot of girls, maybe you should become a DJ and work in a nightclub. That's a huge hint right there. Okay? But that aside, so you have the DJ also influencing the woman's behaviors, so that if you come and talk to a woman and then the DJ plays her favorite song, she might go like, and go with her friends and go dance, and then you lost her. Okay, so you have like obstacles. And then another thing with coming back to drugs and alcohol is that if a woman's partying and all this stuff and you come and talk to her, most of the time, she never thinks for a second that this is a real guy who may be really shy. This is a guy who genuinely would really like to get to know me. This is a guy who would like to make me his girlfriend. This guy was really nervous to come and talk to me, and it took a lot of courage for him to come up and say hi. They don't think of any of that. All they think of is, oh, here's another guy. He probably wants to fuck me. Ah. All right. I'm generalizing and exaggerating. But basically, all girls, when I used to go to nightclubs, at the end, I stopped drinking because I wanted to get good at it and not use liquid courage. But every time the girls, I tell them I'm not drinking, they didn't believe me. They assumed that I was drunk. So even if you're not drunk, and even if you're not there just to fuck them, they're going to assume, here's a drunk guy who just wants to fuck me. We're in a nightclub. Okay? So you need to appreciate and understand how these women are seeing you. And these women also, they don't appreciate, they don't think that guys, because we put on this strong macho kind of front in front of women, so women believe that. And so they don't appreciate that sometimes the guy that came to talk to them was actually really scared, and his friends had to encourage him, say, come on, man, go for it. And he's doing something and he's really nervous about it. No. She thinks you're the strong macho guy who doesn't give a fuck. And you're like, hey, what's up, baby? You know? That's how a lot of times the girls think that they think you're just like, you don't care and you don't feel. They don't appreciate, they don't take into account that you have a heart and that you're a real person and that you're going to get hurt if they respond to you badly. So that's why a lot of women, they're drunk and there's the music, there's the friends, maybe they're on drugs or something, and then you come and talk to them and they're really rude to you, they turn their head, or they say, get away from me, or whatever. They're not thinking, they don't understand that they're actually hurting another human being's life. They're swept up in the moment and they're seeing you in that way where, there's just another guy that wants to fuck me, so they're not seeing you as a human being. They're just seeing you as this object, this judged image that they have. And then so they're not gentle with the way they deal with you. So that whole jumbled up thing, you need to take it, put it in here. And so when you go to a nightclub, just know that when you talk to women, it's not real. It doesn't matter. They're not taking you into account as a real person at the beginning. Okay, later on when you start talking and you connect with them and stuff, okay, things change. But at those beginning moments, which that's where most guys get stuck. No, you got to get through that. You got to go through that, and you will come across women who are very inconsiderate and rude. Some women are flat out rude and obnoxious when they're drunk. Some of them get so high off the ego boost of all these guys hitting on them that by the end of the night they can be really rude, right? And we're not judging women or anything like that. We're just saying how it is, man. It's not good or bad. If we were in the same position and girls were hitting on us all night and we were drugs and into music and drunk, we'd also get a big head too. So we're not saying women are bad or no. Women are awesome, amazing. Mwah. We love them. We're just saying this environment, these conditions create this other response condition and thing. So when you know all this, then you can go into a nightclub with a realistic view of what's going on, and then you just go in, you're kind of a step back, your heart's not into it, and you know that whatever you do, whatever girl you talk to, whatever you say, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's like a video game. It doesn't matter. It's not real life. You can do whatever you want in a club within, the laws and not hurting anybody. Go out, come back to the same club the next day, and it doesn't matter. Like it's not real life. It's not a reflection of real life. Also, the responses women are giving to you are not a reflection of how those same women would respond to you if you approach them in a coffee shop or the library or wherever else. Okay? So, again, another thing, if you only approach women in nightclubs, you might get a skewed view of women and think women are hard to get and snobby and etc. When the reality is women are like that in that nightclub environment, but the same woman, take her out and meet her the next day, the next morning, and she may be the most considerate, sweetest, and gentle little angel you've ever met. Okay? So you're not meeting, at least at the beginning, you're not meeting the real woman there. You're meeting her party face, her party mask. She's in party mode. Okay? So you're meeting party mode girl. Ah! Right? You need to understand that, and then understand that that girl is not the same girl that she's going to be tomorrow. So that's why I recommend don't only go to clubs to meet girls, because you're meeting you're not meeting the best version of them. Much better to meet them in the daytime at the park, coffee shop, or in whatever. If you take dance classes, or in real life, as opposed to nightclub, which is not real life. Meet them in real life, and you'll have a much better and more healthy experience of women as a whole, and you'll get a lot more positive reactions, positive interactions, and also when you speak to women, they will be a lot more considerate of you as a human being, whereas and they won't treat you as the cock with legs who's just trying to fuck them. Okay, they'll treat you more as a human being when you meet them in real life, as opposed to in the nightclub. So, in a nutshell, don't take it personally. It's not personal. It's not personal. If a woman rejected you harshly, or a bunch of women rejected you, or someone was rude to you, or whatever, man, it's a nightclub. It's not real life. It's not a reflection of anything. All right, don't take it personally. You're going there. I used it as a practice ground. There are tons of women. I can talk to 12, 15 women a night in a matter of 2 hours. That's why I used to go there, as a practice ground. So I took it at face value of what it is. This is a practice ground. Sometimes good things happen, sometimes not. Either way, I'm not putting my ego and my heart into it. I know it's not personal. All right, it's just practice, just having fun, messing around. That's all it is. So that's the little piece about nightclub game. Now, because I did frequent nightclubs for so long and so often, I have it down to pretty much to a system. If you're interested in me making an online course about nightclubs, go to jadtjones.com/nightclub and vote over there saying, Jad, I'm interested in this course. And if enough people are interested, I'll make an online course about it and teach you everything that I've learned about nightclubs, and how do you get one night stands, how do you get girls, how do you talk to girls, and etc. So again, jadtjones.com/nightclub, or click on the link that's below this video. Thank you for being a loyal subscriber and sticking with me through these years. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.